All right. Hello everyone. Good afternoon. My name is Christian Anasidu. I'm an educationist. I'm a motivational speaker. I am a scientist. All right. Today, I just want to talk about resumption. All right. We all know school is resuming next week. Now, I want to speak to the part of the teachers. All right. Now, as a teacher, I'm gonna say welcome back to school, all right? Because so many works for us to do, so many work on the decks. So we have to make sure we are ready to welcome our new children coming up next week, Monday. So what are the things you just have to put on? I need you to be aware that second term is quite different from first term, in the sense that first term is the term of discovery, all right? Is a time you discover the mentality and the nature of the lives you're dealing with. Why second time is actually talking about this time. This time is actually the time of delivery. Now you're going to deliver the discovery you actually got or observed. You're going to deliver this on this time. All right. You're going to do a lot of delivering this time. All right. Delivering on the discovery you've achieved in first term with your students. All right. Because you can't use that same pattern of first term to achieve the second term pattern. All right. If you're going to make your class lively, you need to deliver. And if you can't deliver, of course, the student lose interest. And these are the things we need to be sensitive about in this second term. In this second term, as teachers, we need to fasten our seatbelt, all right, and also strengthen our goals. What are your goals for second term? All right, what have you placed on ground? What do you want to achieve the second time? You need to strengthen your goals. Also, develop the ability to deliver creative content which stimulate interest in the learner. Okay, some are A students, some are C student and the likes. But then you have to know, you have to have a creative content, a content that will generally reach out to every student. All right, what do you have in store for this student? Your teaching methodology and everything you're going to be doing, okay, in this second term, it has to be creative enough. And also, you need to engage the learner in required areas. Okay, some of these kids, some of the things you must have discovered in first sem could be an issue of handwriting. Okay, an issue of talking about peer pressure. You have some of these things happen in terminal classes, JSS3, SS3. You see this peer pressure coming up, the SS2 especially as well, and also variation and perception of interest in certain subjects. Some kids will tell you civic, I don't prefer civic. Oh, math is my thing. Even some will say mathematics, oh boy, it's so difficult. Some will say, I love English, I prefer this, I prefer that. Now, you as a subject teacher, you have to get it right from the very beginning in order to achieve this goal. All right. You need to create a balance. All right. Create a balance so that this variation of perception will not affect your subject and cause you a reason to feel a bit demotivated. It all starts from you as a teacher. You have to inspire the student to have interest on your subject. All right. Another aspect we're going to be looking at as a professional, here are some tips for better teaching this time. All right. Like I said, second time is a time of delivery. Okay, first time was time of discovery. So this time you are making a delivery. You have to deliver. You must deliver. If you don't deliver, your student will begin to lose interest gradually. What are the things you need to put in order this time before you resume? Number one, you need to master your subject, subject mastery. Okay, if you don't master your subject, immediately perceive any form of no poor confidence in what you're saying, or maybe question is being thrown to you and you misses it or you couldn't answer it, they will lose interest. The generation we're dealing with right now is a funny generation that you have to be sensitive of. All right, it's a fast lane generation. You need to give them that impression that you are the master. And that means you need to study well before coming to the classroom. You need to be informed, you need to be current, you need to be at the best of your game. All right. Another one is optimum class control. okay, you see some students, they say, oh, like in GSS1 now, some like, ah, I remember vividly my teacher said this, my teacher said that, right inside the exam hall, they could still remember all you said. And that's because they paid attention. The only way there could be attention in the class is when there's a class control. Of course, a student can learn better in a noisy environment or in an environment that is interrupted with, students and their issues. So you as a class teacher, try as much as you can to know the best formula that works for you to control your class. Know the class you're dealing with and know how best to control them. So that when you teach, it gets into their cognitives, talking about their cerebrum, okay? It stores in there for a long time. So class control is important. It makes your class even more mature, okay? It makes the school, create a serene environment. Another one, encourage your student involvement, make them active in your subject. You don't be the one talking and making the shot. Okay, we're living in a new generation. Let it be a student-centered stuff, all right? In terms of group work, project, presentation, assignment, get them engaged. Let them be the one in charge. Let them be the boss. Okay, let them feel, oh, this is us. This thing is us. Okay, you don't make it all about you. At that point, they will lose interest. Encourage them. Another one, practice modern teaching styles. Okay, use method they can relate with, and then use appropriate pedagogy, all right? And also create a circle of professionals, all right? It's important we have people of the same field we deal with, all right? When you create a circle of professionals in your field, okay, it helps you, all right? You join online groups for updates or action of questions when necessary, okay? There's a saying that says a tree cannot make a forest, and that's the truth. I, for one, am a scientist. I have more than 50 groups I belong to, and I have my reasons for this. It helps me to share my findings. Okay, when I make findings, I need to be 100% sure. When I'm making new findings, when I needed to get some things clear, you see, you need to ask questions. You need to have circle of friends where the same subject matter has been updated, so that you learn more. Nobody knows it all. You need to be humble enough to accept this truth or fact. Nobody knows it all. So that gives you the advantage to be able to accept, and that helps you to be able to deliver more. Because, I believe you understand what I'm trying to say. Okay, like in biology, for example, I may be a microbiologist, somebody may be a zoologist, somebody may be a botanist, somebody may be a microbiology, a biochemistry, I mean, and then our concept of biology as a biology teacher may differ. Okay, I may be expert when it comes to questions and information related to microorganisms. All right, somebody in biotechnology may have a better idea when it comes to organic molecules, giant molecules. So we need to share findings to be able to get it easy for us as teachers, because we are not in competition. Rather, we are in a line where we deliver our best. All right, so that these kids can become who God wants them to be. All right, and that is the little tips for you. And I want to believe you enjoy my little uh, tips for better teaching this second term. All right, as teachers, I pray that God will help us, because sometimes when we look at what we do, what we deliver, is not equivalent to what comes into our pocket. But I know there is a God who sees our work, and I know hard work pays. So I'm going to tell you this: aspire not to retire, okay? Aspire to refire your desire, not to retire, okay, in all that you do. And I believe God will bless you. My name is Christian Anasidu. All right, you can follow me up my Facebook, Christian Anasidu. My email is Christopedia at gmail.com. Christopedia, Christopedia at gmail.com. My phone number is 08066517871. All right. Anytime, I'm always with you. Love. Welcome back to school.